Hey everyone, Andrew here.
Sam's also here, yet again.
You paused like you weren't going to introduce yourself.
I thought about it, but the way you said it, you were like, hey guys, it's Andrew.
Oh, like it was solo?
I thought maybe you were going to continue your statement.
I guess I didn't. Yeah, you know what? It is an official Associated Press release statement. I guess I didn't prompt you on what this is, but I think it's worth talking about for us. We've been having a lot of back and forth on what the direction of this podcast is, what the next steps for ShelfWarmers are as we evolve, as our tastes evolve, as we change as people, as creators,
Shelf
as
gets bigger.
Yeah. And I think where we kind of landed, we had a moment where we were like, maybe we'll just do any movie that we want to cover. Like we can just do the Rocky series and do everyone.
Yeah, we're going to do 6 movies or 5 movies from the last century.
And maybe that will happen down the line if the podcast continues to grow. Patreon, where you pay us money to talk about movies.
Yeah,
still
as I do. Early.
Yeah, as I do to 2 different types of podcasts. So
really, how much are you coughing up each month?
It's not that much. It's the cost of a Netflix subscription. I pay for Comedy Bang Bang World and the Doughboys Patreon.
I guess when you crunch the numbers, it really isn't that much. So no, it's really that's why we have come together.
I mean, there are so many podcasts that do just jump right to that now. Like, you know, like Beck Bennett, like Kyle Mooney, like do that instantly. Yeah, really? they released like 15 episodes and then they launched the Patreon. Which is like straight, and I like those guys. Their podcast is not great.
Really? That surprises me. You'd think they would have like the best podcast.
They're funny, but they just like kind of don't know what to do with it really. And I haven't tuned in a while, so maybe they figured it out. But all this to say,
yes,
we are gonna open up the horizons of what we consider a shelf warmer and more. And we're gonna get shit. I know we're gonna get shit for this. But I was thinking of The Weekly Planet, the Mr. Sunday Movies show, and his series like Caravan of Garbage, which started off as like, let's watch this bad Ewok a Star Wars movie from the 80s that George Lucas like produced, or we're gonna watch a Catwoman from 2004. And as it's progressed, it's like, now let's do the RoboCop series, or let's just do the Pirates movies. And it's like kind of a fun way for them just to make it like, you know, a show about movies. Yeah. And I think the important part and the fascinating part about ShelfWarmers to us has always been it's this time period that we get to look back on of our youth and what was coming out in the theaters when we were falling in love with film and really getting into it. So we're going to open it up, I think, in a broader sense to just films of the 2010s.
Films of the 2010s. Still shelf warmer leaning, because you text me at least 3 times a week being like, oh, dude, Richard Jewell. We got to do Richard Jewell.
I can't wait.
Next week. Every time you send the text, it always seems like there's some higher power that we have to answer to. And it's like, dude, like, why can't we just do Richard Jewell? It's like, we can.
I was talking to a burning bush, and he told me we could do Richard Jewell on the podcast.
We have been waiting on the Clint movies just because we've anticipated him dying.
We got some insider info now over a year ago that Clint was like near death. Like it was happening soon. So we were like, okay, we'll hold off until Clint goes. And it just never happened. He didn't die. I mean, I'm sure he's going to die. Everybody dies. But maybe Clint is the first one to be immortal.
That would piss me off. I'd be like, dude, like, we're trying to do a tribute series about you. Like, can't you just die?
Dialed, man. I want Scott Eastwood to become the new movie star. He's been waiting for his dad to die.
Yeah, maybe that's in his contract.
Yeah.
That excuses him as a Nepo baby. It's like, I will not have a successful career until my legendary father, Clint Eastwood, passes away.
Yeah, maybe like James Gunn is waiting to bring him back as his Suicide Squad character in season 3 of Peacemaker until after his dad dies.
I have no idea what you just said, but
he's in Suicide Squad. He's the original. As like soldier.
I heard season. I heard gun. I heard peace.
Yeah, you heard.
But point is, folks, we're gonna start doing movies that you've heard of and you like.
Yeah, and to teach some things, I think the plan is in the lead up to Doomsday, we would love to do Avengers 1, 2, and Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do the full quartet, the Avengers saga.
And we joked a lot about early on how much we talked about the MCU. We've not been doing it that much anymore, but I do think.
What does that tell you about our culture?
Dead.
Progress.
Dead is Clint Eastwood. Actually, no, yeah, because it's back. But I do think that those movies are very important to us in like in the grand scheme of like our filmmaking journey.
In weird ways.
Yeah.
I think like revisiting, especially those. Well, honestly, revisiting all four of them, I think will be quite a journey for us because I don't think I've seen. I could be wrong, but I don't think I've seen either Infinity War or Endgame since the theater.
Yeah, I watched that in the first one a couple years ago with my girlfriend, but I haven't seen Age of Ultron in close to when it came out.
So those truly will be like taking them off the shelf.
Yeah, yeah. Eventually doing like important series of the 2010s. Like the Creed movies, and maybe for Star Wars Starfire doing the sequel trilogy, which I think would be also very fun for us to do.
Is that May of 27?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, then we will definitely be doing that.
Yeah, maybe like Jurassic World, and these movies that like I have a lot to say about. The Halloween trilogy from the 2010s. There's a lot of like huge series that got legacy sequels and didn't stick the landing, and that's very fun to talk about.
We're also not going to be sitting there talking about what the implication was for the next phase and dissecting the lore in relation to the books. Like, that's not this podcast.
No.
We will be talking about Jeremy Renner getting killed by a snowplow.
Yeah, and we'll talk about The Hobbit, and we'll talk about Ian McKellen sitting in front of that green screen and crying.
Yes.
Just because
all
it's
the
burned into my brain.
Things you never thought you'd hear.
Yeah.
On a podcast about Star Wars.
And with that note, it's time for our podcast.
Podcast? Welcome back to ShelfWarmers. I'm Sam.
And I'm under the Silver Lake. But I'm Andrew. I'm Andrew.
Get out of there, bro. Get out of there.
I'm under the Silver Lake.
This is the podcast where we watch and discuss movies from 2010s, the teens, also known as the pump and dump period of Hollywood. Not exactly a golden age, but definitely a time of high fertility for Tinseltown.
So fertile, in fact, that we did not see many of the movies produced. Good, bad, or just meh? We're going to cover them all. It's been sitting on the shelf. Well, it's time to take it down. Sam, what are we taking down today? I gotta know. All
right, listen. Today we are covering Under the Silver Lake. Again, I'm in deep litigation with Google about this. This is...
Again? Wait, what do you mean again? You didn't mention that before.
From last week. This is a 2019 film.
Oh, sure.
Everywhere you turn, and actually in my memory, because I don't remember this movie coming out in 2018 or 2019 for that matter. But in my head, I think it's 2018. But upon a simple browsing of the Wikipedia, this movie premiered at Cannes in 2018. And was not released by A24 until the following April in 2019.
Yeah, so, I also thought this one was 2018. On. Yeah, it's funny to think about this as like an early A24, because I kind of still think of A24 as like a new thing, but then I think about it, I'm like, oh, I saw Uncut Gems in theaters 7 years ago now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I guess this was before Gems, probably, because it was a summer release.
Yeah, but it's in that same oeuvre. It kind of reminded me of Hot Summer Nights, if we're talking other A24 pictures. I think 2016, but it has like, you know, a similar vibe where it's trying to be this cool old. I think this movie is much more successful than
absolutely
Hot Summer Nights, but
I guess It Follows was also A24, right?
Yeah,
that's 2014.
That's 2014, and I think that's definitively 2014.
Yes,
in both our collective consciousness and what Google might tell you.
Well, also, before we get into it too deep, just quickly, what's your opinion on A24? It's kind of become I don't want to say a hot like topic. I know they've invested like in AI companies or whatever the fuck they're doing, but just more in the sense of like, it's kind of become a genre now. Or people refer to like, I like A24 movies as something they just like as a genre, when it's like, I guess it's kind of become its own version of Disney in that way.
It's hard to say because I think it's lumped in with I don't even know. It's hard to say because we are so in our own bubble, right?
Sure.
Like in my brain, movies have never been bigger.
Sure.
Like movies are so immensely popular.
I don't think you're wrong though.
But then I go talk to my family and it's like, they're like, oh, like Sam, like any good movies recently? And I'm like, well, you know, there's End of Oak Street coming out, which of course David Robert Mitchell directed.
While we're doing the episode today.
And they just look at me like, what is that? And I'm like, you didn't see it? You didn't see the ads with Anne Hathaway, Ewan McGregor, people they know?
Shooting a T-Rex?
My grandmother, who this is right up her alley, she had no idea this movie was coming out. End of Oak Street.
So what do you mean it's right up her alley?
She loves these kind of movies. Monsters, dinosaurs, families, throwback Amblin fare.
Yes.
So on one hand, I think, my goodness, Criterion, A24, Letterboxd, we are such wonderful things in our life. And I think A24 is part of that, and also part of making movies like Eddington, and like they invest in filmmakers, which I like. So like Robert Eggers is the home, or A24 is the home of Robert Eggers. A24 is the home of Ari Aster. In a way, to the old school studios. Like Kubrick made all his movies at Warner Brothers, and Christopher Nolan was also at Warner Brothers until recently.
Very long time. But Universal.
I guess by nature of making good movies, they've become bigger and more corporate. But I think they've held true. I mean, what do you think? They're still the drama was one of the biggest movies of the first half of the year. So they're still going strong.
I get the frustration of people being like, you just like good movies and not, like Disney slop or Marvel slop or whatever slop is currently out in theaters right now. Like, you just want to see exciting movies that interest you and like have a message and have a thesis to them. But also, like, if people want to be, I don't want to say illiterate about film, like, who gives a shit if they're watching it, I
guess, yeah.
it's kind of like not quite our bubble anymore, but I mean, being in film school, like the pretension, like bubble that like every film fan has to feel like they're the smartest person in the room, like, oh, like you haven't seen this, and oh, you haven't seen this movie. And you feel like a jackass. I told someone about, I was talking to two people.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a DP, and we were talking about how good the lighting is in Barry Lyndon. And he was talking about the lenses they use, which we all know about the lenses and how wide it is. But and how open it was. F-stop. And
Aperture lets the light in. Song of the summer, right?
Something like that. And the person in the conversation with us had never heard of Barry Lyndon, had never seen it.
What?
And then it just became, you got to see this movie. Oh, you got to see Barry Lyndon. It's incredible, and it's like this, and one of Kubrick's best. And I feel like a fucking douchebag, and I'm not trying to be. But also, Barry Lyndon rocks. So it's this weird enigma of like pretension. I don't know. This is kind of a tangent, but I guess the point being, it's like, if people are seeing movies, you know, obviously over $1 billion, a Spider-Man, $2 billion, the biggest the box office year since 2019. That's a good thing. It's what's going to keep movies alive.
Yeah,
and
it does.
A24 is a part of that. Great.
But I do think this movie is an interesting Under the Silver Lake, of course, which, by the way, is a black comedy, thriller, mystery, every genre, basically, is this in this movie. Written, produced, and directed by David Robert Mitchell. Set in 2011, which I don't think I realized the first 2 times I watched this.
No, it's because it's only 2019. Like the 8-year difference doesn't really make it that
I don't quite understand why or how, but it follows a young man played by Garfield named Sam, actually, investigating the sudden...
Andrew is his first name.
Yeah, it's
almost like this was made for us.
We are Andrew Garfield. Sam.
You don't think he planned this?
Do you think we'll get more listens? Just by having Sam and Andrew, ShelfWarmers, Andrew Garfield, Sam, amateur detective.
Robert Englund, Freddie.
David.
No.
Wait.
Fuck. Do you think Freddy Krueger's gonna get us tonight?
We have to keep potting. We have to keep potting all night long, or Freddy will get us.
Sam, you cannot close your eyes tonight, dude. Dude, this is fucked up.
We are showing Nightmare on Elm Street at the theater.
Oh, I love that movie.
I might have to call in a favor.
For me to, I would love to do that.
You might have to be Freddy, my friend.
To come out and be little Freddy. Oh my god.
I feel like the Godfather. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday I will call you.
You come to me on the day of my podcast. Ask me an address as Freddy from iCarly.
Yeah, maybe that's.
I would
joke.
love that if we didn't do like a checkup beforehand. I come with a giant ass video camera. 3, 2, 1.
Freddy from iCarly.
You and the butter sock.
That's actually pretty good.
Have you ever plugged your Instagram reels too before? Or you don't really want credit for that?
I haven't plugged them, but if you go to the Garden Theater Instagram, to our reels page, you will find some promotional content I've made for the theater that I work at.
There's one I'm in.
Andrew is a star as a Humphrey Bogart impersonator fan. The story's unclear.
Yeah,
exactly.
Watch me do really good lip syncing for 85% of it, and then lose it in the last 15.
Those lights were hot, and they were like total strangers, just all staring at you, not really speaking.
Well, to be fair, I also just didn't know it. Like it was a lot of lines, and I was really busy, and I was like, I can do the quick ones, but I'm not gonna have the monologue, and I'm just not gonna have it.
Yeah, I guess that was a lot to expect. But like for me, like, I go to bed and I'm just retreading all the Casablanca iconic quotes. And I understand now. I understand now that not everyone does that.
Yeah, and you know what I do when I go to bed?
What?
I go to sleep. Simple as that.
I close my eyes. Well, not tonight, of course, because Freddy will find you.
No. This is going to be a challenge for me because normally 99.9% of the time when I go to bed or when I go to my bed, I go to sleep. So tonight I'm changing up. I'm flipping the script.
Tonight will be different. But the film is set in 2011, follows Sam, played by Andrew. And he's investigating the sudden disappearance of his neighbor, only to stumble upon an elusive and dangerous conspiracy. His neighbor is, of course, played by
Riley Keough.
How do you say that name? Riley Keough?
I just say Keough. That's what I say.
Riley Keough, who is Elvis's granddaughter, right?
And you know what?
What?
I was looking at her in this, and I was like, she fucking looks like her grandpa.
She does kind of have an Elvis look, which obviously makes sense.
She's like a big head.
Yeah, it's the noggin.
Yeah, and the
Very
chin's
beautiful.
a little
Very
Elvis
beautiful.
too. Oh yeah, of course.
I'm looking at a picture of her with
Oh,
Austin Butler.
Whoa, mama, you're talking shit on my granddaughter. Said you got a big noggin.
I heard a shuffle
Oh,
of
Sammy boy,
boys.
said you got a big old noggin. Hey, your head of yours ain't too big, ain't too small yourself, buddy. Ho, ho, ho. I had to knock you around my kung fu for that.
I would love if Elvis beat the shit out of us for calling his granddaughter a big noggin.
Who plays him in Walk Hard?
Jack White.
Jack White.
Yeah.
So watch Walk Hard. I was telling someone about that movie also for the first time. Bro, you ever seen Walk Hard? Fantastic.
That's
movie.
more endearing if you're like, you haven't seen Walk Hard?
Oh,
versus
comedy classic.
you have not seen Barry Lyndon, my boy.
I saw a 35mm print at the New Beverly when we were in Los Angeles.
Yeah, Walk Hard's more playful, less intimidating. But yeah, Under the Silver Lake is right in this sweet spot for A24. To me, Hereditary comes out in 2018.
Yes.
Which is a turning point.
Oh, fuck, this Parasite year. Shit.
That's
wow.
2018, 8th grade is that summer.
Oh my God, dude, I need to watch 8th grade again.
Not a movie I've remembered. This is actually a ShelfWarmer. Mid-90s is in October of 2018. I don't remember much about that movie.
Oh, made by the coolest guy alive, Jonah Hill.
Made by the coolest guy alive. Then you slip into 2019, and this is where, movies are like back. We've got High Life, Claire Denis, Under the Silver Lake.
I've never seen High Life.
Yeah. The Souvenir.
Is that our Pat?
That's our Pat. That's part of Space Warmers Year 2, which is also returning. Midsummer, The Farewell, The Lighthouse is in October
The Farewell
of 2019.
solid. I remember that. Isn't that like Lulu Chu?
Yep. And it stars Awkwafina. Lulu Wang.
Has she made anything else? Sorry,
Directs
Lulu
it.
Wang. Has she made anything else since then? She's married to Barry Jenkins, right?
Yes. They were married at a private ceremony in December 2024.
It was a beautiful ceremony.
Yeah, we were invited. Big fans. Big fans. And then they kind of round out 2019 with Uncut Gems. And at that point, they are at the center of, what would you even call it?
Cultural zeitgeist.
I guess it's movie culture, but it's different than Avengers, which I feel like is what we're coming up against here, where these smaller, kind of more serious films, trying really hard to not sound like a douchebag. These more serious films are like, I do think it started right before COVID, where there was this kind of frenzy around these movies.
I guess
Uncut
I don't
Gems
remember
being a big part of that.
I guess I don't really remember A24 being a part of that conversation, though.
Really?
Like, I guess I remember it being more director-based or like horror. But
I think Hereditary was the
You know what
first
started this? You know what started this? I think 2017 is the perfect year for that. It's Lady Bird, it's Get Out.
Yeah, that's
Or
it.
sorry, yeah. And I think those two back to back of like new filmmakers. Because before that, you have Christopher Nolan, but he's been around since the 2000s, and I feel like it was an announcement of the new generation. Our version of Spielberg announcing Jaws, in a way. Not that those directors are one for one or a comparison. Even though I think Nope is a fantastic, maybe the best Amblin-esque film without it being an Amblin film.
I mean, you got Moonlight,
but that was like
as well.
noticeable to me when you have these debut films and Greta Gerwig at the Oscars and Jordan Peele at the Oscars. Huge.
And you're right. I mean, it does kind of start 2016, 2017 with Greta Gerwig, Jordan Peele, Robert Eggers, we mentioned. Ari
Eggers,
Aster,
yes.
Barry Jenkins. I mean, those are the guys who have been around for a while now. Apparently, the new Jordan Peele script is completed.
Oh, I can't fucking wait.
Apparently,
I cannot wait.
Done.
He's someone I've been like clamoring for, because Eggers I missed a little bit with. I think Jenkins I missed a little bit with, or I missed a little bit. What am I saying? I think they've missed. I think Gerwig has missed a bit. I think Peele's the only one. I think Astor's definitely has missed a bit. I'm not really a Beau is Afraid guy. I love Eddington. I love Hereditary. I love Midsummer. Actually, you know what? Hereditary's good. But Midsummer and Eddington are fantastic.
I'm staring at the Eddington Blu-ray right now.
But Peele to me is the one of that crop that. Oh, and it's the Safdies too. But the Safdies have missed for me also. Yeah. I wasn't a big Marty Supreme guy, and I didn't see a Smashing Machine.
I was so disappointed with Marty Supreme. That movie should have been made for me, you know?
Yep, absolutely.
And it's something about it. I can't even quite put my finger on it.
Well, it's because they already made that movie for us.
It's obviously good.
They already made that movie for us with fucking Uncut Gems and Good Time, which are both better.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, all this to say, A24, I think they're doing okay.
Yeah, they're fine.
I think they're doing okay.
Yeah, and I invented them.
Pretty bold for this movie to premiere at Cannes and compete for the Palme d'Or.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's a hallucinatory noir mystery, which is great for us, but you could see how some people are kind of turned off by this movie.
Oh, I'll be outright with my feelings in this movie.
Do it.
I don't love this movie.
Okay.
It doesn't work for me. And I like a lot in it, and I respect a lot about it. It does not work for me.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I know you're on the opposite side of it. Real quick, just to give you some context, $8 million budget, $2 million in the box office.
And then they locked him in director jail.
Literally for so long.
To this very weekend.
Yeah, it opened on June 22nd, 2018. And literally, like as we were saying, 8 years of director jail until this new one came out, and finally broke him free. And it seems like it's not doing great, End of Oak Street. So he's on
parole.
They Follow, which I think is a surefire hit to get him back in, some good graces.
It's called They Follow.
I believe so. Yeah. And this also, for context, too, opened up against. Oh wait, sorry. I also read that wrong. It opened up again. It opened on April 19th, 2019, not June 22nd. That was when it was originally supposed to release. So that's my bad, y'all. I had my wrong notes in there. It also opened against The Curse of La Llorona, which is like in the Conjuring universe.
I remember that movie.
We do the Conjuring movies.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. But yeah, so what are your overall thoughts on Silver Lake?
I mean, this is a movie that just scratches a lot of itches that I have. There's some itches on my body that are just permanently there, and some movies scratch. It's mostly in my ball region that I'm scratching. But my left one and my right one. Left one is like a movie where there's just a detective on the trail. So this movie is particularly ripe for slates. I mean,
I'm curious if we have the same movie in mind for slate.
You have one movie in mind?
I had a movie that I was thinking about when watching this as like. Okay, yeah. Well,
should we try and say it on three?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Inherent Vice.
Oh, well, yes. Obviously, Inherent Vice.
Well, point is, it's in
I thought we were going for the not obvious one.
But you were picking one. Fuck, forget it. It's in the lineage with, the LA mystery movies. LA Confidential.
Sure. But you also forgot
Chinatown.
that I don't like Inherent Vice either.
I know. The fuck's your problem? Yeah, Long Goodbye, Chinatown. There's something about sunny California. What's that?
There's something about Mary.
Something about Mary? Farley? I play Rocky.
Green Book.
Green Book.
Not my cup of tea, Spike Lee.
Not my cup of tea. So on one hand, it's kind of scratching that itch. I just like all those movies just by nature. And then on the other hand, it's seeped in all these kind of cinematic oeuvres where it's clearly inspired by Hitchcock. I love Hitchcock.
Yes, absolutely.
And just even, I also just respect a movie with this much ambition to be like, I'm going to make an LA detective movie that's inspired by Hitchcock with Andrew Garfield, and all this batshit crazy stuff's going to happen. And people online are going to be like, wait, what is Silver Lake mean? What does Silver Lake mean? But the point of the movie is it doesn't mean anything. And I like that conclusion.
Yeah.
I could see some people being like, well, fuck that. Like, what's the point of any of it? But I enjoyed the ride. And by the end of the movie, once you get to that resolution of like, this is all pointless, I was strangely moved by it. I gotta be honest.
actually think the resolution is my favorite part about the movie.
Okay.
I just don't like the journey there.
Really?
I find it incredibly meandering and dull. But I love that. Like, I also, well, okay, you know what it is? This is my fucked up brain. I love the journey in Inherent Vice, and I find the ending very unsatisfying. In this, I do not like the journey, but I find the ending very satisfying.
And Long Goodbye is just perfect.
Oh, Long Goodbye is like the fucking best. Just the fucking best. When he finds him in Mexico and shoots him, is like maybe it was like 2 a.m. I was alone in my room and I like clapped. I was like, "Fuck yeah! Oh my god, awesome!"
It is again the ambition to go up against the likes of Hitchcock, Altman, PTA,
and the Coen for Lebowski.
And the Lebowski
is maybe the perfect blend of those two that I absolutely adore.
Mm-hmm. But you're not as into because to me the first hour is just like a fun, like, here we go, where are we going? Like, we're going down the rabbit hole kind of thing.
I like bits. I like the dog killer stuff.
Yeah, the film opens with "Beware the dog killer," and there's this killer dog on the loose in Los Angeles, and that's where we meet Sam. He's at like a coffee shop or something. But he's like a douchebag loser. And he's like peeping on this old woman who lives across his apartment. Very much in the style of, Rear Window. He's kind of like this voyeur. He's got this bottle of like cigarette butts that he's just putting
it's disgusting.
Yeah.
He's also the perfect age for this. He was like 34 when they filmed this.
Mm-hmm. He's obsessed with
34-year-old guy with like no job prospects is like the perfect. I mean, it's perfect casting. Garfield's fantastic in this.
I think he makes the movie. Without him, I think I would be more in your camp. But because he is running the show the whole time, like with him on screen, I'm always leaned in a little bit.
Well, and this kind of goes to something we're going to talk about later. We're going to do a ranking again of Andrew Garfield movies. Fantastic performer. Not a lot of good movies.
No.
Or just movies in general. It's like very strange.
Did you plan a top 5?
I did.
Oh.
We talked about this.
I thought our conclusion was he doesn't have enough movies. He has like 5 good movies.
Oh, well, I thought this meant we would just have 5 movies.
Okay, I'll whip that up. But yeah, then I guess the inciting incident is this new girl moves in his apartment building, and she's like the classic like Hitchcock blonde, like very archetypal. And they kind of hit it off one night, and then the next morning she just disappears without a trace.
Yeah, and I do like that setup, and I do love that he's so lost that he's just gonna follow her because like what else is there to do?
Mm-hmm. And like you're saying, this 30-something guy with zero prospects. I like a movie where it's about that kind of guy who then is, just because he doesn't have anything better to do, he's looking for these patterns. He's looking for this big mystery. And he's also like a dipshit dude, so he's obsessed with this girl.
He's really, I know we just said, he's really good in this. Like the scene I think about is when he's in the bathroom at the rooftop hotel, and he tries to ask Azozie Mamet if he's seen the girl. She kicks him in the nuts, and he's like making such like a twisted face, and the girls walk in are like barking at him, and like, "This is the women's room, you pig!" And he's like staring at them, so like he's like curious but in pain, and it's really such a bit like it's like an alien performance.
He is really good, and it is a really funny movie. And one theory I saw was that people think he is the dog killer.
Yes,
all this stuff is never resolved. A lot of it, like the dog killer stuff. There's a murder that happens in the film.
Yeah,
that kind of feels like a dream. Like it happens and then it's just never addressed.
And he wakes up and he's like not even sure if it happened or not.
But it's just playing with all this, Hollywood iconography, and I mean it's in 2011, but to me it could be present day.
Sure.
And I like how the protagonist Garfield, he wants to be Jimmy Stewart in Vertigo, and the score is fantastic. Yeah, it sounds just like
fantastic score.
Vertigo or Psycho or any of that old stuff.
Rear Window.
So I like the kind of disconnect between the two things of this like unshaven guy who's kind of always like mouth breathing and having like always kind of a little bit stoned, like driving around in his Toyota, but with this kind of Hitchcock score blaring as he's trying to find clues.
He has a Mustang.
Okay, all right.
Which I think is a really interesting choice for him also to have a Mustang.
Oh, right, because it gets repossessed.
Yeah. It also feels like he had money at one point, which also is an interesting part to me.
Yeah, it's unclear what exactly
he has a nice
his
place
lot in life is.
He's a Mustang. It's like I feel like my vision of him was that he sold some scripts that never got made. And did that until it kind of burned out. And he was
just kind of chilling out.
Yeah,
there.
he was selling a lot to a studio and just kept not getting actually made until they kind of like he kind of just lost favor.
That's a good
in
theory.
The Hollywood system. Cuz clearly he loves. It's never said he's a writer, right? But I do think if anything he is a writer.
He's definitely involved with some. I mean, he's engaging with all this different media. Under the Silver Lake is the comic book that he's obsessed with. And it's kind of like a hand-drawn, like self-published comic, it seems like.
Yeah, Patrick Fischler, who is, if you look up his name, you'll immediately recognize his face. He's in 1,000 different ththings. He also is Julia Louis-Dreyfus's the brother-in-law, I found out.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because he was in the big picture, and she promoted it, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was, I guess he's in Camp Miasma.
Oh, cool.
So he was on the big pic promoting that. Did you listen to that interview?
No, I did not. I meant to, but
it's pretty good. They actually don't talk about Under the Silver Lake. So we are talking about it.
I heard him on the, I think I want to say the Nerdist podcast back in like maybe for Twin Peaks The Return, like 2017.
He has an interesting vibe, and he has an interesting story. I mean, he came up at a time in LA, like in the late 90s, where he went to school in New York, like classically trained. But he's from that era where you could get like a bit part on a TV show.
Yes.
And then literally make a living.
Yeah.
Like the concept of residuals, it was like they were printing money.
Yeah.
And that well is dry.
Oh, I bet that Lost made him more money than he has ever made from anything else.
Yeah, he's on Lost. He's on Mad Men in a really funny
Mulholland
role.
Drive.
But yes, Mulholland Drive, to get us back on track here. He's the guy in the diner who's like, "Oh,
I'm so scared.
I see you in a dream." Or no, it's I have a dream, and you're standing there, and you're scared, and I'm scared too, or whatever he says. But culminating in the back of the diner with what's her face, the scary lady,
The scary woman. We have to watch The Return. Also, I generally can't believe we haven't watched The Return.
Never seen it.
He's in it. He's in like 5 or 6 episodes.
I am getting super excited to watch The Return, as I've been making these stupid little sketches about Twin Peaks. But Patrick Fischler is in Under the Silver Lake and Mulholland Drive. So it's Mitchell kind of throwing back to Lynch. Because to me, there's also a huge Lynch vibe in here.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Structurally similar to Blue Velvet.
And also the feeling you don't have to explain.
Drive.
Yes.
Yeah, and also
you don't have to explain your art. Your art, it just kind of exists, the story you're telling.
Mm-hmm. And along those same lines, just the way it's shot looks like pop art. Like, it's so colorful. The sets are beautiful. The costumes are really fun. And he's just kind of wearing this red t-shirt most of the time. Like, it has its own iconography. Like, nothing is an exact reference to stuff that came before, but it's in like the same font, I guess.
Sure. And I love the production design. As you mentioned, his apartment looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks okay. I'm going to be honest. Maybe I was watching it on my TV and with YouTube rental, a little compressed. The color didn't really stand out to me when I was watching it. But I think you are absolutely right about the production design and the choice of wardrobe.
Watched it on my OLED.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it was better than my 45-inch Roku TV.
God bless. Love and respect.
Love and respect. But also, he's doing a lot of fun camera stuff in this too.
Mm-hmm.
Like from the opening shot, there's like one of the first shots is a Zolly, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what?
Pulls out.
Go big or go home.
That's the thing. Like, I just respect the hell out of this movie. It's like a big fucking swing, and I like Babylon. Like, I love a big swing, like
sure.
Warts and all.
Chazelle, we didn't talk about Chazelle.
Chazelle also in the class,
and director Joe.
Yes, and then Fischler's place.
We locked them up. We said they're making too many bombs.
Nobody wanted to see under the.
They're not bombing the right things. We said, Chazelle, you out of here.
Now he says, I'm gonna scale it back and do a prison movie with Daniel Craig and.
That's gonna be so good.
Who else is
Craig and Killian? It's like Craig, Killian, and Emily Blunt, maybe?
Did I tell you I saw La La Land?
You saw Emily Blunt? No, you did not tell me you saw La La Land. It was a 10-year anniversary, right?
10-year anniversary in Dolby. I had very little expectations. And then...
Why would you not?
La La Land started, and I shit you not, I cried the entire fucking movie.
Yeah, man, I bet.
It was cathartic. It was like I didn't know what was occurring.
I mean, we have divorced dad, so it's always real for us.
But it was half like actually being sad about the content of the film, but then the other half was like, I saw La La Land like 4 times in the theater.
Sure.
Like, La La Land was one of the movies where I was like, it's almost like top shelf. If we're doing like ShelfWarmers, like La La Land is one of those 4 at the top of the shelf that kind of got me into the whole thing. And I hadn't seen it since before COVID.
You know, watch it with us?
I remember you guys were watching it at the suite, and I didn't. I think I watched like the first 20 minutes and then went away. But seeing it with that much distance,
sure,
to where it's like fresh, but also I've seen it so many times where it's like it felt like I was living a memory watching it, and it was almost too much at times. And me and Anna just looked at each other like, we were laughing through our tears. Just like, what is happening right now? Like, what, like, we didn't even realize it until we were walking into the theater. We were like, oh, wait, we're about to watch like a movie that's kind of super important to us. But
special, yeah.
Had no expectations.
It's also maybe, I don't know. I feel like if I watched it again, I would think about the fact that I haven't made my movie yet. And not that I'm not on the right track. You know, I'm working in film as a film professional. I'm working on feature films, but I still haven't made my movie in the way that I thought I don't know if I thought I would by now. We're still 24. We're still young.
No, I feel that clock too. And that was also part of it where the thematics of the film are a little resonant.
And he was a young man too. He was 31, 30.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And the music is just...
Another day of sun.
Oh my God, dude. When they crane up and they're all dancing on the cars, I almost had to close my eyes. It was like so intense that I couldn't even look at the images.
Well, that's also kind of a good segue. LA itself. You and I both adore that city. I love that city. And I do love how LA is used. Like, I love when he's over having beers at Topher Grace's house.
Yeah, Topher Grace shows up.
And they're just...
And they play with his drone.
Using the drone and spying on women and perving. And it's just like how LA looks. And it's like the...
Yeah, and they think they're going to... And even Andrew Garfield's like, oh, like, I don't know about this. And then he like zooms in on this girl. She comes in and she just starts crying.
It's like really intense.
And Andrew Garfield's like, all right, man, well, I'm going to take off. Like, I'll see you later.
But I think that was the first thing. I mean, obviously we came into LA late. It was a late night flight after the Dodgers beat the Yankees in the World Series. And I was just like floored by how much light pollution and light was in the sky. And it was like,
it does look like
that skyline is like crazy. And it's just like something about that. Like, I love the way that Los Angeles, the way it looks. Like, if I had to live anywhere else in the world besides Philadelphia, I would live in LA, which obviously is so funny that it's so different. But
right. No, I get
also,
it.
It's also not affordable. But I was talking to this DP of this movie I'm working on, and he was telling me about how awesome LA was in the 90s, and it was so cheap, and you worked
That's also
all the time.
What Fischler was talking about.
Yeah, it's just like, God damn it, we got fucking screwed. We got fucking screwed.
But that's what I like about this movie.
Yes,
where you have
LA. Sorry, yes.
But you have a guy who's kind of too late.
Yes, like absolutely, dude.
Like, I think there's this collective thing where we're all kind of like, we missed it.
Yeah.
Like, we missed it. The world is shit. And I know everybody says that. Every generation says that. But it really feels like that right now.
And we got told that in film school when our teacher who lived in LA for 25 years, had a career, had a life there, could not afford to work and live in LA anymore. And he's like, oh, you go to New York. We can't even fucking go to New York because New York's too fucking expensive too. Like, what else are we supposed to do?
I guess we gotta just
work in Philadelphia. And that's the fucking answer. I'm working as a film professional in Philadelphia because I cannot afford to go anywhere else.
It's fucked. This is an interesting watch after going to LA. Like, they go to actually also La La Land, they go to the Griffith Observatory in this film.
It's empty.
It's empty, which I guess before going, I guess I didn't think anything of it. But yeah, that place is swamped with people, obviously.
Packed.
But yeah, he goes to the James Dean bust head. I guess
so
just
awesome.
Bust. I guess bust head is redundant, right? It's just a bust implies a head.
A bust head makes me think you got something else on your mind.
All this talk about busting and head is.
You're almost as horny as Andrew Garfield in Under the Silver Lake. That was what Jill's biggest question was when she watched this with me. She was like, why is he so horny?
Because he's a bored 33-year-old dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally exactly what I said.
Yeah. This is definitely a shelf warmer, though. I mean, it has kind of a cult following, but
Yeah.
I don't even remember this coming out, honestly.
Nope.
Like, maybe vaguely, but even then it's a stretch.
Well, Garfield, I feel like, kind of dipped out. Actually, that's not true. He like Hacksaw Ridge and like Hacksaw Ridge and Silence right after Spider-Man. But then I feel like there was a couple of years where he wasn't as big anymore. I feel like he's had this kind of resurgence again.
Well, you were like, let's do a Garfield top 5. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, you posed the idea, and I was like, yeah, like that sounds doable. And then I looked at his movies, and it's like, there's not a ton. I mean, there's The Social Network, which is like the one. And I think that movie is weighted so heavily, it almost feels like he should have 12 other movies that are iconic. But yeah, it's not a deep bench.
I actually legitimately do. No, I could do.
Do you want to do the ranking right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
How do we do this again?
I think we both read our top 5 and then we agreed on a combined list. Very good chance here we do the same list.
All right, so are we going 5 to 1?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna free ball this. So you go ahead and give us
saying number 5.
Yep.
Under the Silver Lake.
Okay, that's a good way to put it. A movie you kind of like, sort of.
Yes.
Is number 5. Yeah. Okay.
I'm also not going to do the ones I haven't seen. Like I can't, fake that. Honestly, there's a TV show I put in here, but it's a fucking TV show. Under the Banner of Heaven. It's really fucking good.
All right, so then I guess. Well, wait. So do I get my 5?
I thought I just read off my list.
Okay, go ahead.
So I would do Under the Silver Lake, Tick Tick Boom for 4, Hacksaw Ridge 3, Amazing Spider-Man 2, not the second Amazing Spider-Man, but in the second spot, and then Social Network 1.
Wait, so Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Amazing Spider-Man at number 2, not as
Amazing Spider-Man 2. Okay. That's a pretty good top 5. I just want to give a quick shout to After the Hunt.
I missed it.
Really bad movie, but it did give me a very fun vocal stim. In the trailer, Andrew Garfield utters, "Utter fabrication." And that has become a fun thing to say. And
it got us artificial, which looks incredible. By looks, I mean I haven't seen anything from, but I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, he might clock in, and we could be talking to him 10 years from now and be like, "Geez, 5? How could we pick 5, Andrew Garfield?"
Yeah, and also Hacksaw Ridge at number 3 is based on my memories of that movie 10 years ago and really enjoying it.
Yeah. All right, so I guess I'll go. Number 5, I will say The Amazing Spider-Man. Number 4, Tick Tick Boom. Number 3, Under the Silver Lake. Number 2, Silence. And number 1, The Social Network.
Okay, well, let's say this right off the bat. I'll give you Social Network a 1. We both had Tick Tick Boom at 4.
Okay.
So Tick Tick Boom also at 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you Spider-Man at 5.
Okay.
Social Network at 2.
Wait, what's that 2?
Sorry, that's
Silence?
Silence, yeah, sorry.
Silence at 2, Social Network 1, Tick Tick Boom 4,
Hacksaw Ridge at 3.
Hacksaw Ridge 3, Spider-Man 5.
Did
Under the Silver Lake get booted completely?
Oh, wait. I think Hacksaw Ridge is better than Under the Silver Lake, and that's going to fucking piss people off, but I think that's a better movie. It's just a classic fucking war movie. Even if Mel Gibson made it, it's like a solid.
No, but again, same thing.
So Mel's a good director.
Same thing. Andrew Garfield elevates that movie
Yes, absolutely.
Great heights.
Yeah, it's also easy because he's acted against like Vince Vaughn and Sam Worthington. But yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
That's our top 5.
So, Social Network, Silence, Hacksaw Ridge, Tick Tick Boom,
Tick Tick Boom,
Amazing Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man.
You know what?
That
Fuck it.
is the
I
Garfield.
put Spider-Man. I'll put Silver Lake at 5.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
who am I kidding? Who am I kidding?
Great. That feels good. I'm glad we did that.
They're singing "Happy Birthday." I just want to.
I think the rest of it's really good.
Yeah, I agree. Just want to lay down and cry. Not
actually
just
was-
another birthday.
I was actually thinking of doing a Tick Tick Boom rewatch this week.
I remember liking and not loving it, but I would be curious.
I remember liking it a lot more than I thought I would, which is maybe just my memory.
Yeah, I would like it less than I thought I would.
Yeah. There's some funny lines, or I guess not funny, lines that resonate with me.
Hit me with them.
His friend is talking. I think it might be from Topher Grace. He's like, we crave mystery because there's none left. And I was like, again, going back to like the modern psyche is like, everyone's looking for a conspiracy. Everyone's trying to connect the pieces. But
It's like us with JFK.
Yeah, it's like JFK. But the resolution at the end of the film, which we haven't even talked about, is, you know, he's on this great search to try and find this girl who went missing. Eventually, he ends up at the songwriter's house in the Hollywood Hills.
Yeah, how we not throw the songwriter scene?
Which is like one of the great scenes of the 2010s.
I would agree with that.
He shows up to the house. It's like a huge matte painting. He's walking up to the house. It looks like Citizen Kane. He goes in, and this old man in old man makeup is like playing piano, and he's the songwriter, and he has written like every single hit record from the beginning of like the 20th century. And throughout the film, like he's having sex with a girl and he's looking up at his Kurt Cobain picture. Andrew Garfield. Like, he's obsessed with Kurt Cobain. And he shows up and he's like, oh my God, like, is that Kurt's guitar? Like, can I see that? He's like, sure, man. And then eventually he reveals, like, you know, I've written everything. Like, I've done everything. And he starts playing Smells Like Teen Spirit on the piano. And he's like, everything you know, everything you love is just fabricated and made up by me. Like, there's no revolution. There's no rebels. Like, you're not what you think you are. It's like this big, you know, metaphor for everything. And then the metaphor is completed when he grabs the guitar and bashes the fucking songwriter's brains in. And it's like rotating and it's slow-mo. And you see the guy's
Dark
head.
blood.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It is gruesome and just a sight to behold. But the movie just gets it goes off the rails. Almost in a bad way, honestly, towards the end.
Yeah, I will. Well, I disagree, but
then
Sorry.
But then the big truth comes out.
That is just it's just rich people who killing themselves.
Yeah.
It's just his friend went missing because she's like a sex slave, sort of.
Uh-huh.
To a billionaire who believes he's going to go to a different dimension, so he's killing himself in his bunker with these beautiful girls. They're going to have sex and they're going to drink and eat for 6 months, and then they're going to starve to death. And there's this fantastic scene where they're on the phone with each other. He tracks down one of these pods before they go in, and he calls her, and she realizes that she fucked up. She can't like say that really outright. He can't really say that to her either, because then the rest of her time before she dies is going to be hell, that she's sealed under this concrete below the earth. And it's just like, none of this meant anything. He found her. She's going to die. She knows she's going to die. Nothing's important. And it's over. And that's the end of the story.
I'm actually getting chills talking about it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because she's like,
it's fucking great.
She says, well, I'm trapped here. I'm going to try and make the best of it. And this is all Garfield. He's on the phone. He's in the Hollywood Hills, and he looks up at the beautiful sunshine, and he's like, yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Like, he is trapped. Like, he's clearly stuck in this point of his life. And instead of, looking inward and changing, he's chasing this rabbit down the hole. Like, it's pretty great. Pretty great.
Yeah. And the movie ends actually in a way that I really do love. Throughout the movie, he gets a few phone calls from his mother, and she talks about this movie star who she loves, who's from the silent era, like Janet Gaynor. Janet Gaynor, who is his painter, and he sees a painting from her, and his mom sends him a VHS of this movie that she loves, starring Janet.
Yeah,
and he just watches it right before he gets evicted, and once again, it's kind of reinforcing it that things are going to be okay if you just keep trying.
Yep.
And it kind of is like a happy note, and this overall pretty grim movie, and I'm just very touched by that, and still the power of cinema,
And the last shot of the movie is him on a balcony lighting a cigarette with his shirt off, and the horns are blaring, and it really sounds like this huge cinematic orchestra playing, and he looks like Humphrey Bogart. Like he's just he is a movie star in that moment. But yeah, they will get better, guys.
Will get better
under the Silver Lake.
And maybe that's also the message that we should take away from this.
Yeah,
no doom, no doom.
There's just doom and Dune.
Only doom.
When they dropped the first look or whatever the fuck they called it.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it, and then I watched it for the first time last night, and I'm intrigued. Not in a good way, but just I'm intrigued.
It's gonna be fascinating, and we're gonna get loaded and see that movie at 11 a.m. and we're gonna have the most fucking fun we'll ever have in our life.
Well, also because if we do what we say we're gonna do, if we spend a month of our life deeply talking about the 4 previous Avengers films,
and then it's 11 a.m. and we can barely see straight. Hey, it's me, Shang-Chi. Oh, the Governor Gambit. Charles Xavier. And I am Dr. Doom. Like, we're going to be freak. Our brains are going to fucking explode.
We might die. We
might die in the theater. We might have like we might have a Scanners moment. You got a slate, Sammy?
I do have a slate.
Sammy Slade, you know that I want Sammy Slade. Where can I find other movies like that?
I went back and forth. I was really killing myself over this fucking slate.
Pound the pavement.
But I decided on these 3 movies because I really love them all. And they're all ingrained in the DNA of this film. First up, we already mentioned it. Vertigo from Alfred Hitchcock. Just the standard for Hitchcock films, really. And a movie that, first time I saw it, I was like, okay, this is all right. Kind of boring. But every other time I've watched it since, it just gets better and better. And
I've never seen Vertigo.
Really, dude?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I have the 4K. We should watch it.
I have not done a super deep dive into Hitchcock. I think I've only seen Psycho, The Man Who Knew Too Much, Rope. Maybe that's all. No, and North by Northwest and Rear Window too, actually.
Okay.
So I've seen like 5.
But Vertigo, that's a gap.
Yeah. Big gap.
You gotta fill that gap with some head and what was the other thing I said?
Cream, what the fuck we said?
Dust.
Ew.
Second up here, the late great David Lynch's opus, Mulholland Drive. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it's not my favorite, but I think it's considered to be his best.
I caught this in the theater. It was like a midnight show after he died, and the room was humming.
The one I left for?
Yeah, the room was humming, and beautiful, beautiful film. And lastly, similar to The Long Goodbye, PTA's Inherent Vice. which I think is a better version of Under the Silver Lake.
Oh yeah,
Just,
I like that better than this.
just because you got Joaquin, you got PTA, the music is great, both the score and the soundtrack.
Yeah, it's like this has the supporting performance from Jimmy Simpson.
Yeah,
That has Martin Short.
yeah, exactly. So that's my slate.
It's a great slate, and like I said earlier, watch The Long Goodbye because it's fucking awesome.
The Long Goodbye. We should actually rewatch that.
I would love
Anyway.
to.
Anyway,
Would love to.
she loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, this was a little slower. Not as many jokes per minute, but that's okay. We know you guys like both. And it was a little late night record. We said been working hard.
Yeah, we kind of just
'Cause I'm a singer.
We kind of just talked about the movie.
Yeah, isn't that good? Because you look so good when you're wrapped around my finger. And I got this boyfriend, and he won't stop calling. Something. Come get this something. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll be back next week with...
Wait, what are we going to do with this fucking movie?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I jumped over that. I'm keeping it simple. Are you going under the Silver Lake? Or are you swimming up top? Swimming the shore, having a nice picnic on the beach? Are you going deep into the depths of the Silver Lake Reservoir?
I'm going deep. I'm going deep into Under the Silver Lake. I'm grabbing that Blu-ray from the bottom of the sea.
Under the sea.
Hopefully it still works. I feel like it probably could. I don't think water is a factor in a Blu-ray disc.
I don't think it's good for it.
Certainly not the LA Reservoir. What about you?
I think I'm swimming ashore.
Wow.
I didn't love it originally. I liked it even less on this rewatch. It's tough because, like I said, I love a big swing. I'm a guy who loves the Megalopolis, so I really have no fucking room to make any comment about any movie, frankly.
Any movie.
Yeah, but I don't know. It never fully comes together for me. Like I said, the first 80% of the movie I find quite meandering. Mm-hmm. Love the songwriter scene. Love the dog killer stuff. Love the Patrick Fischler stuff. Love the ending. I love the ending. I love Andrew Garfield's performance. I love the score. And you would think that would tie it all together for me, but it ends up just boring me. And I wish it didn't. I frankly wish it didn't.
Well, they can't all be winners.
Yeah.
But thank you for listening.
Yeah. Next week, get your porno ready. Richard Jewell's on the table.
Let's do it,
about
man.
that? You know about that? You know what the case at all?
No,
They were exposing him for having a porno collection.
I have seen Richard Jewell close to the time it came out, but I have not revisited it since. So I'm very much looking forward to next week.
Maybe I'm gilding the lily on the opening bit, but I was just picturing, Paul, I want you to go method for this. I want you to get a big fat porno collection.
Clint will definitely be on the pod next week.
We'll supply some old Playboys for you, buddy. We want you to be Jewell. Be Richard Jewell.
Be the Jewel.
And Ham, we want you to shadow the Atlanta Times.
See you next time, guys.
Bye.